Hello, friends. I am your host for the night, David Bishop. Today I'll share with you a horrifying experience by a 27-year-old man, Tony, and his girlfriend, Rachel. Names have been changed for privacy reasons. I used to live in Michigan back then, when I experienced this mysterious encounter. It was the time when I used to work from home, and often had a break only when I had to eat. So, one Saturday night, I didn't have anything in the fridge, so I called my girlfriend and said, "Hey Rachel, let's go and grab some burgers from the nearby Burger King." She was totally down for it, and we decided to go out. It was like 11 p.m. when we got out there, and the whole place was quite empty. No customers, only a few employees standing in the corners, staring at us as if we are some strange creatures. The silence in the branch was creepy. We heard our steps echoing in the branch as we stepped in. No one was around. It was just us and our late-night cravings. I ordered 2 burgers and 2 cold drinks for us, and sat at a table along with Rachel and started chatting while waiting for our food. And then, things started to get weird. Suddenly, someone smashed the gate open, and a woman in her mid-20s entered the Burger King. She was extremely gorgeous, but there was something off about her that concerned me in the creepiest way possible. She had beautiful yet eerie eyes, which were navigating through the branch as if finding someone to consume. She didn't say a word and went straight to the counter. She was giving lots of creepy vibes, man. To be honest, I was scared as hell, like she didn't say a word and just stared at the menu with those piercing eyes. Then she ordered a huge amount of meat burgers in sign language. I was observing every step she made, and I was so curious about her that Rachel pinched me twice to leave the woman on her own. Try to understand that situation from my perspective. I couldn't even believe that she ordered tons of meat burgers. I thought that she might be mistaken, and then she confirmed another order of 50 bacons and a ton of chicken burgers as well. Whoa, way too much for one person, right? At that very moment, I was damn sure that something isn't right with this woman. She wasn't blinking her eyes, and in that way when she looked at me, I nearly jumped up and glass fell off. Rachel took my seat and I had to sit against the woman herself. Now I didn't have a clear vision of what she is up to. But looking at Rachel's expression, I knew that she is scared as well. Both of us freaked out, and even the restaurant manager couldn't believe it. Instead of settling down, things got even more bizarre after that. She started making weird sound, as if she wants to eat so desperately that she had lost control over herself. And as the food starts to arrive, she leaned over the burgers and ate them as if she hadn't eaten in ages. I mean, who can eat that much? It seemed like a creepiest scene straight out of a horror movie. But wait, it's not the end. Something crazier happened after that. Those 2 big dudes stopped by the branch, with rolled-up sleeves and black jacket, on their Harley Davidsons, all drunk and rowdy. They walked in all hyped up and in raised voice started teasing everyone. One of those guys started eyeing that sexy yet creepy lady with burgers piled up in front of her. He whistled and called the lady in his slang. He started making shitty gestures and called her with abusive language. That wasn't so cool of him. But here is the kick. The lady was eating the pile of burger non-stop, with her mouth full of it, and suddenly she stopped chewing. She swiftly turned towards those bikers. Pieces of bun and patty were falling out of her mouth as she turned her head. As she turned, she widened her lips with a creepy smile, grimy teeth and mouth. She just looked at them, her eyes went red. And the next thing I know is that she pulled out toy replicas of their bikes and a bus as well. She smashed that bus on the bike and started laughing like a maniac. I was stunned and didn't know how to react to this. And before I could say, "What the hell?" both the guys jumped on their bikes and rode off, but boom. A real bus, just like that toy one, came out of nowhere and crushed the biker who was giving the lady a hard time. The other dude left his bike and ran while screaming like a little girl, "Witch! Witch!" I couldn't speculate if this was just an accident, or she was really a witch. The woman picked everything she could and left the rest on the table and went out. I followed her, but as I got out of the branch, there was no sign of any woman. The other biker dude came back with police, and they demanded CCTV of that incident. Ambulance had arrived by then, and were rescuing what's left of that biker. Meanwhile, all of us followed the policeman to see the footage and identify the woman along with the manager. You won't believe what we found in that CCTV. There was no sign of any woman, no record of her existence, just an anonymous order that no human could claim. Only thing left of her was the toys on the table, just sitting there, mocking all of us. I couldn't imagine. I experienced a real-life ghost story or something like that along with my girlfriend.